Okay, you learned about many disorders in your readings this week. Let's test your learning on these and see if you can tease them apart. Pause the video here, test your learning, then resume the video to compare answers. Okay, so number one is major depressive disorder, right? Major depressive disorder. Number two is panic disorder. Panic disorder. Number three is PTSD. That's post-traumatic stress disorder, right? And what's really interesting about this is that oftentimes symptoms do not start until maybe 6 months later, a year later, even later than that, right after the traumatic experience. The reason for this is that trauma damages the hippocampus, and the damage increases over time, and thus it will get to the point where you are displaying symptoms. Number four is schizophrenia. If you look at number four here, it says he hears voices and he has this irrational belief. In other words, a delusion. Remember that those are psychotic symptoms, right? That are usually associated with schizophrenia. Number five is OCD, and that stands for obsessive compulsive disorder. Number six is phobic disorder. Phobic disorder. Number seven is social anxiety disorder. Number eight is autism. So Philip would be somewhere on the autism spectrum. Number nine is agoraphobia. Number 10 is generalized anxiety disorder. So don't get this mixed up with social anxiety disorder, which is when you're nervous around other people, right? You're constantly worried about how they are seeing you. Are you behaving appropriately, speaking appropriately, dressing appropriately, so on and so forth. But generalized anxiety disorder is being pretty much anxious all the time about anything, right? Number 11 is bipolar disorder, and number 12 is ADHD. And that stands for attention deficit and hyperactive disorder. Okay, an interesting question with ADHD is why would you treat it with stimulants? Do you remember reading about that? Because this is important. The reason that we do that is that stimulants increase frontal lobe activity. And remember that frontal lobe activity is what is involved in planning behavior, thinking first, right? And impulse control.